Number 75. In Canada and the United Kingdom, devices that measure blood glucose levels provide a reading in millimoles per liter. If a measurement of 5.3 millimolarity is observed, what is the concentration of glucose in milligram per deciliter? Okay, so the first thing that I see is this first sentence about, Canada and the United Kingdom. They measure blood glucose levels in millimoles per liter. Okay, cool. But here is the real question, right? They're just basically saying, okay, I give you this amount, right? 5.3 millimolarity, and capital M is molarity, right? What is that concentration, and concentration is molarity, in milligram per deciliter? So it looks like we just have to convert this unit into what they want. The first thing is that we usually deal with molarity, right, which is capital M. We don't really use millimolarity, which is basically the same thing as millimoles per liter, but I'm going to make it easier for you guys, right? Remember how we can just take any unit and convert it into like the base unit, right? So I could take milligram and go to gram. I can go millimeter and go to meter. I can go to millisecond and go to seconds, right? All of these, by the conversion factor, is I'm just dividing by 1,000, right? To get from millimeters to meters, I divide by 1,000. Milliseconds to seconds, I divide by 1,000. So what's the difference, if I just have millimolarity and I just want to go to molarity? I'll divide by 1,000. So that's the first thing. I'm going to take that 5.3 and I'm going to divide by 1,000. Cool beans. Okay, so we'll write it over here. 5.3 millimolarity. We usually, work with molarity. So I'm going to just divide by 1,000. Similarly, I could just take the decimal and move it over 3 times to the left and then fill in my placeholders. So this would be the same thing as 0.0053, just capital M. Cool. Okay. So I just want to double check. 5.3 divided by 1,000. Can never be too sure. Okay, perfect. Now, since there is like a ratio here, right? It's milligrams per deciliter. Let's open this unit up into the other form that it has. Remember, molarity is moles divided by liters, right? That's the formula. So instead of just saying 0.0053 molarity, I'm going to say that it's 0.0053 moles over liter. You see that? Molarity is mole over liter. Cool. Now, I'm just going to extend this out. And maybe that's good enough. Now, moles of what? They did tell us the compound. It's of glucose, right? So this is C6H12O6. Okay, and then I'll just maybe pull this over just to make it, easier. Now what am I doing? I have to convert this numerator and denominator into the new numerator and denominator. So all I'm doing is I'm just doing a conversion. Milligram per deciliter. And it's milligram of the sugar, C6H12O6. So maybe I can just extend this out. Perfect. Put this up here. And now we kind of can see the numerators we have to change. I have to go from moles to milligram, right? Ooh, that was some crazy highlighting, but you guys get it. And then I have to also change the denominators. I got to go from liters to deciliter. Now, it would be much easier if this number, since this is a fraction and this is a fraction, that this number would be a fraction. But how do I turn any number into a fraction? Did you say just put it over 1? You're absolutely correct. So all I have to do is just take that number and put it over 1. And now I have 2 distinct things. So now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 0.0, oh, maybe, hold on, wait a minute. Maybe I'll label this as A. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 0.000 0.053 moles of the C6H12O6 and convert it into milligrams of C6H12O6. Cool. And then I'm going to work with the bottom. I'm going to convert the 1 liter into deciliters. Okay. So let's work with the bottom one first, right? We should know this. Deciliter is to the 10th, right? So if I'm going from liter to deciliter, since deciliter is a much smaller unit, you need much more of them to fill up the 1 liter. In this case, all we have to do is times by 10. So instead of saying you have 1 liter, you actually have 10 deciliters. So that's the bottom part. I highlighted it in green to show you that it's now going to be the new denominator. But now for A, the numerator part, I got to do a little bit more work for that. So let's start that off. 0.0053 moles of C6H12O6. Well, I want milligrams, but I can't just go from moles to milligrams in one shot. We should know that in order to go from a mole unit to a milligram, I gotta go to the gram first. That's the periodic table conversion. So, multiply by a ratio, we're converting, put the unit that you don't want on the opposite side, and I'm gonna go to grams first because that's the conversion on the periodic table. Remember, if you're using the periodic table conversion, you only have 1 mole. So wherever the word mole is, you just put a 1 there. The mass on the periodic table goes with the letter G, or the unit grams. So I'm going to go on the periodic table, so get your periodic table out. And let's see if we get roughly the same. I have 6 carbons, 12 hydrogens, and 6 oxygens. So 6 times 12.01, I'll do the exact numbers that I see on my periodic table. 12 for the hydrogen, and then 6 for the oxygen, and they're each 16. So I get 180.156. Maybe you just got 180, which is fine with me. Cancel off the units that you can cancel. And now, let's figure this out, right? 0.0053 times that mass is 0.95, I guess we'll round it to 3 sig figs because it's not technically the answer. So we like to leave a couple of more sig figs. So 0.955, and that's in grams of C6H12O6. But we want milligrams. So how do I go from grams to milligrams? We've done this calculation, right? All we have to do is just multiply by 1,000. Grams to milligrams is multiply by 1,000. So take that number and times by 1,000. So you now have 955 milligrams of C6H12O6. And now you have your new numerator. And I will highlight this in yellow to show you that it goes on the top. So I have my new numerator. I have my new denominator. Now you just do the math. So I'm going to say 955 milligrams, that was this answer, divided by the 10 deciliters, and see what we get. So 95.5. Let's see. 955 divided by 10. Can never be so sure. And there you go. Maybe I'll just move this over a little bit. So this equals 95.5 milligram per deciliter. And that is your final answer. And maybe I'll do it in blue, because the yellow and the green were numerator and denominator. The blue is now your final answer. And that's it. So, guys, what do you think? This one was just a conversion, but you just had to open up that molarity equaled moles over liters and then work from top and the bottom. All right? So let me know in the comments what you thought. Give this video a thumbs up if it helped you, and if you want to help us out, please hit that subscribe button. It just gets the word out there to students all over the world that this service exists, and I think it's a pretty cool service. What do you think? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really glad that, hopefully I'm helping you guys out, and I'll talk to you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.